Yo, 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 it's Auer behind the microphone, back with another progress ramble, bit on the level 3 UIM. The last one was in August of last year, it's now 1st of January 2024. So around like 5 months of progress in this one. I feel like this is a pretty good pace for these vids. Do like twice a year, once during summer and then one like end of the year recap. Yeah, I got some thumbnails for the progress bits. Shout out Alice UIM for those. Yeah, it's mostly just to like easily distinguish those bits from like all the other content. I don't really have a goal for the YouTube channel or anything like that. It's just for fun. Yeah, I don't really care. I just like watching other people make like skilling related bits and ramble, stuff like that. So I feel like I should be contributing to that scene. So yeah, it's just for fun. Figured I might as well get some thumbnails going. Yeah, again, like I'll use the same layout as in previous rambles. First talk about stuff that I've been doing like recently, and then what I'm doing currently, and then finish up with future stuff. This ramble is probably gonna be pretty long. I don't have like a script or anything like that. It's just I had like a list of topics that I want to cover, and it's looking pretty long. So yeah, we'll see how long this one's gonna run. Yeah, it's mostly just me talking. I'll put some pictures on the screen, but like I'll mention that when I do. So if you want to tab out, you can, and then just check the screen when I say there's something to see here. Just running some laps here in the background. But yeah, I guess we can begin. So the past 5 months, I was doing thieving in the last ramble. I finished that since. I'm not sure how much XP I had in the previous one. But yeah, I finished that. I'm not sure if I went into the reasons why I did the skill in the last vid. I probably did. But yeah, it was like mostly just because of the seeds. Like, best farmers are the only reliable way of getting seeds on a level 3 UIM. You can't really like do contracts as you can if you have a bank. At least I don't like doing those. Like, it's technically possible, but just so like restricting, and like doing farm runs while doing contracts is just pain because you don't have like inventory space for the herbs and stuff. Just really annoying. I did some contracts during like thieving, but not many. I'm not actually sure like how many contracts I've done. I guess I can go check. Let's see here. 814 total, so yeah, not that many, and probably never gonna do contracts again. Well, I might when I like if I go do like post 200 mil Master Farmer like 5 years from now, but yeah, I doubt that. Chances are they're gonna ruin Herblore before that anyway. But yeah, it was just for seeds. I was at like 137 mil thieving after I finished fire making. And so that was like 500 hours of farmers from there. Here's a picture of like, well, here's that 200 mil picture. Not much to see there, 21 rookies, I guess. Decent amount of the raccoons. And here's like the XP during those 3 months-ish when I was doing thieving. Basically did nothing else than master farmers and like farm runs, contracts. Some hunter XP from like birdhouses when I had to get some low-level fruit tree seeds. But yeah, just thieving pretty much. And here's the loot. I had some seeds like before starting farmer, like from Wintertoad I got like 1,000 lens dimes, cadentines, snapdragons. But pretty much everything else is just from, and I guess like 4K snapecrest seeds. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, like vast majority of those are from master farmers. Yeah, it's a good amount of seeds, but like that's like in terms of 200 mil herb lore, that's barely gonna scratch the surface of what's needed. I think if I were to farm like every single one of these seeds, I would be at like something like 65 mil herb. Obviously that's excluding like Herbie XP and stuff like that, but yeah, 65 mil is not that much. So yeah, gonna have to go back eventually in like 5 years. And yeah, I don't mind that, it's not that bad. But yeah, chances are the skill is gonna get ruined at some point, so yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see on that one. I guess just to like recap the overall skill of thieving, I did like 105 mil XP on master farmers, like all together, and around 90 mil at nights for GP, and then like 5 mil from like stone chests, just random stuff. Kind of regretting the nights, because like obviously it would have been way more efficient to use the 90 mil XP on master farmers, but like it was pretty much my only way of like easily making money back when I was still like maxing. Yeah, the one skill at a time thing kinda, like I didn't have RC back then. I guess like the second best thing would have been like agility pyramid, but that's kinda bad. I don't know, like Ordinance was the only way for me to make money, so had to do a lot of those. But yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, guess that's about it for thieving. I guess the seeds, the barley seeds are for birdhouses. Gonna be using all my toad flax seeds, or like toad flax herbs on birdhouse runs. So just saved up those, so I don't have to buy them. And all the others, the belladonnas I'm farming passively. The spores, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use. Just depends. Like currently in the current like crafting meta, they are the best thing, but like chances are something's gonna get changed in the future, so I might end up dropping those. But yeah, figured I would stack them up anyway, just in case. I really don't like seaweed farming, but like if it's what I have to do, then I'll do it. Farming giant seaweed and like mining sand is way better than doing like the charter ship hopping method. It's like almost like 30% faster overall. And when the skill is so slow, it's definitely gonna end up saving like a lot of time in terms of like 200 mil crafting. Yeah, that's about that for Thieving. I actually played on mobile for the first time on this account during Thieving, because it was like I could easily just pickpocket away, just tap on the screen while watching like TV, whatever. Did that for like, I don't know, 30 hours maybe, but then there was kind of a freak accident. My like mobile phone battery died, and I had like a zoom thing on the screen, so like tap easier on the master farmer, like drop the useless seeds easier. And like when the battery ran out, the screen kind of glitched, and I ended up misclicking on one of my herb seed stacks. I think it was like 1,000 total seeds. But I couldn't see that because like the screen just like flashed. I didn't see that I dropped my seeds. But like for some reason I had like a bad feeling about it. Like I wanted to make sure that I didn't like misclick or anything, so I like rebooted my phone and logged back in, and yeah, there were seeds on the ground. Literally had like maybe 5 to 10 seconds before they despawned. Kind of got lucky that nobody ran by there. And yeah, after that I didn't do mobile anymore. I don't know, it was kind of stressful. Yeah, I don't really play on mobile because I guess I haven't talked about this before, but like my overall RS mindset is I never really AFK on the account, like never really have. Obviously don't have anything against AFKing. It's healthy for the game to have like different types of options for people to choose from. But generally, like I enjoy playing the game as if I'm like speedrunning it. It's obviously like there's no competition for like level 3 speedrunning. It's not about that, it's just like a personal thing. I like to keep my playtime as low as possible, I guess. I kind of used to have this goal of like hitting, well, kind of unrealistic goal, but like going for like 200 mil all eventually, before hitting 1k days played. So 3 bill XP at 24k hours. Basically would have to average like 125k XP for every single skill, which I mean I think in the current meta it wouldn't be possible, but like as time goes on, certain skills get faster. There's only like a few skills that are actually slower than that, like agility, herb lore, or C crafting. Those 4 pretty much. And yeah, like chances are those skills are gonna get updated in the future. Agility is getting some updates soon. I'll talk about that later in the vid. But yeah, I felt like it was a fun goal to like try to work towards, but then sailing got announced, and Yeah, now it would be like 3.2 bill. I don't think that's possible. I don't know, maybe. At least it's not like as clean as 3 bill. But yeah, and there's also the fact that like I don't really get any dopamine from like just AFKing game all day. Like I could easily do like stars whenever I'm like studying or traveling or eating, whatever. Get like at least 5 hours a day extra playtime just by AFKing stars and just free XP that way. But like I just don't think I would get any like dopamine from it. Just my like personal mindset. I could AFK like terminal mining in like 5 years, but like I don't think I would get any like sense of accomplishment from it. And I would also be missing out on like perfectly valid skill. I don't know, just like I don't play this game for EHP, so like if you focus on EHP, then you should always be doing something in the game, like always be locked in. But I guess my mindset is kind of like the opposite of where I try to minimize the amounts of hours I put in this game. I don't know, I'm weird. But yeah, that's it for mobile, I guess. After Thieving, I did some stuff that I had on the backlog. So for instance, during fire making, I cut all my like logs that I got from there, like all the low tier logs like maples, willows. I cut those into arrow shafts, like 0 time while doing farm runs in between the games. I got like, it wasn't that many, like 440k maybe shafts, basically for free. But yeah, I wanted to like free up that slot, so I used up all of those. Yeah, I just bought some feathers and arrows from like Catherby. Made those at rooftops. Got like 3 mil XP. Wasn't that much, like 3.2 mil I think, fletching from those. Also during that time, because I had like arrows, I could just fletch them like passively. I did some completionist stuff. I don't really care about completionist stuff on this account. I just felt like since I had arrows, like this would be the perfect time to do some stuff. Like for instance, I had to do Lost City for the Cosmic Altar access for Guardians of the Rift. And so like killing the tree spirit, it took like 30 minutes at least. It was nice to be able to fletch during that time. So I did that, and I also did like Kandarin, Garamja, Current Diaries, I think those 3. Falador I had already done before. So yeah, I did those, so I killed like the Jogger and the Sand Crab, the Elementals in the workshop place. Yeah, just used some of my Nightshade that I'm stacking. Yeah, so just for fun, like did some of that stuff. I don't think I'm ever gonna be doing any more like completion stuff. Actually, funnily enough, like some of those things might actually be useful in the future with the current changes that they proposed. The Hasidius patch is now gonna require the easy diary, so I would have had to do that anyway. So kind of funny that that actually like ended up being useful. And also there's, I'm gonna talk about all of these later, I think, but there was also with the updates in Zeya, they might update the Piscarilus cranes, or they are going to update them. But yeah, just don't know yet like how good that's gonna be. Like if that's good, then funnily enough, the current headgear, not current, Kandarian headgear, that gives you double logs could actually be useful with that method. That would actually be kind of funny if both of those diaries ended up being good. But yeah, did some completionist stuff and also did LMS for the room pouch. The lobbies were just full of bots, took me like 3 hours, and I can't PK for shit. Only took like 3 hours for the pouch, and it's definitely worth it. Saves basically 2 inventory slots at Rift, and just like a huge quality of life. So yeah, it was good that there were bots there. Also got some extra points for like extra looting bags later. And I guess here's like the past year in review. Got my goals done. The goals were to just finish fire making and thieving. So completed those and then some. Good progress in like farming herb lore. Got a good amount of RC in as well at the end of the year, and some agility. Yeah, past 60 mil agility like a week ago, a couple of weeks back, and up to almost 32 mil RC now. I guess that's a good segue to the stuff that I'm doing currently in the game. I think in the last Ramble I mentioned that I wanted to do potentially like construction, thermal construction. And for that I need to do some RC for money. But then Jagex came out with a bunch of like future updates that kinda threw a spanner in the works. And yeah, I'm not sure I want to do RC anymore. Not RC, construction anymore. Because of all that, like sailing. Sailing has potential to fuck pretty much all the skills up. Probably won't, but like, we just don't know yet. Like what if you can do like 0-time fishing during sailing, or like the shipbuilding gives a lot of crafting and construction, like these types of ideas kind of make me want to not do construction. Also there was the Zeya changes, the Piscarilius rework that might change the current construction and crafting metas. I don't know, it just feels like recently, like it's always been bad with Jagex, but like, especially like recently, even as like a Snowflake accounts, level 3 UIM, it feels like there's been so much stuff that they've like added into the game for like even this kind of a build. That like, it really makes like theory crafting and like planning ahead kind of hard. And yeah, if there's one thing I enjoy in this game is like calculating out different stuff, being like macro efficient, and yeah, just like making plans for the future and then like gradually working towards achieving all that stuff. But yeah, lately it feels like Jagex has been like just cheating out like a bunch of new stuff. Varalmore is coming out. There's gonna be a 6th herb patch there, at least according to the maps. Which I don't mind actually, like it's completely fine. Just like reduces the amount of IRL time needed for herb lore, which is definitely nice. Like it's not a problem at all. You still have to get the seeds and farm the herbs. It's just like Yeah, cuts down the idle time, which is good. And then there was also like the project Ramble and stuff with like thieving and agility. They mentioned that they wanna like update the Brimhaven agility arena, which I would be really interested in. Like currently this is the agility meta for level 3s, just RD roofs, and it's like so easy and free, but like so boring. You can't multi-skill anything with it. Like I guess you can do like darts and arrows, but that's about it. But you can make those like pretty much anywhere. I would much rather there to be like a proper agility method, which they said that they want to make like the Brim arena competitive. I don't know what that means, but there's actually like a lot of potential there, and that's like literally the only update that I'm actually like looking forward to, because there's so much things that you could do with that minigame. It's it's a fun method because it has like, so like if you're doing it properly, the idea is that you like tag the pillars and repeat obstacles in the downtime. And like it's pretty engaging method. Like you have to learn the optimal pathings and like what's obstacles to repeat and stuff like that. There's like a lot of stuff to minimax there, and I feel like they could make it even better. I'm really hoping that they don't just like buff the XP rates there, like just make the tickets give like 50% extra XP or something. That would be so boring, but it would also just be like a Chag's way of doing things. So like I'm expecting something like that to happen probably. But yeah, we like brainstormed this with some other level 3 UIMs, and imagine if like, I'm gonna sound like Sebe here, just pushing my agenda. No, but like imagine if, for instance, like instead of just one pillar spawning, there would be like 2 pillars, for example. Not every time, but like maybe like 1 in 4 chance or 1 in 5 chance, something like that, for like 2 pillars to spawn, and you could pick one, and that would give you like your streak. But then if you had extra time, you could get the other one as well for like an extra ticket. And then just keep going, like repeat the obstacles if you have more time, and that's like one idea. It wouldn't be free, just like free buff. You would still have to like work for the extra tickets. Something like that would be cool. You could even have like different types of pillars spawning that give you like, for instance, like movement speed buff there that lasts for like, I don't know, a minute. And that would allow you to like repeat the obstacles faster. But that pillar wouldn't like give you the streak, so you would have to like prioritize that if you wanted to get that and the actual pillar. Just like ideas like that. Like there's so many things that you could do with that minigame to make it even more like fast-paced and fun. You could even add like portals that spawn that take you to different corners of the place. Just like, you can just use your imagination, right? And I really have my hopes up that Jagex like actually does something fun with it, instead of just like buffing the tickets XP or some stupid bullshit like that. And yeah, I feel like being able to get like, if there's like a bunch of stuff that you have to take into account, like optimal pathings, minimaxing, different obstacles, stuff like that, like I feel like you could be able to get like, I don't know, maybe like 90k an hour at like, if you're like maxed out agility and have done all the diaries. I think something like that would be fair, because you would still have to like learn the method, and it would obviously be way more fast-paced than rooftops, but like still probably a bit easier than like Sepulchre. And with Sepulchre you have like multi-skilling and stuff like that. At Brim you would have none of that stuff, so I think something like 80 to 90k would be like the sweet spot if it became like actually very hard method or like intense. And like for level 3s you can do all the diaries, so you're getting less tickets, less XP per ticket. I think like 70 to 75k would probably be the ideal like sweet spot there. I don't know, just like random ideas and rates. I would just like rather do I would much rather have agility be like proper skill than just like RD roofs. But yeah, I don't mind doing roofs, just like so boring, easy, free. But yeah, just went on a bit of a tangent there. Yeah, I've been doing RC a lot lately, Guardians of the Rift. Been enjoying that a lot. Been doing the small teams Rift method. It's a pretty cool method. The only downside is that you can't really solo it as a level 3 because you don't have access to the best altars. You kind of have to rely on other people. But even like duos are good enough. I'm pretty sure like even 2 level 3s could like duo it. But yeah. It's been fun. Obviously there hasn't always been teams available, like during the first 1 or 2 weeks of leagues for instance. There weren't really that many people doing Rift, so in like the downtime I'm just doing agility here. Also been doing some granites, not much, but like some. Yeah, it kind of feels bad doing like RD roofs now with the potential of there being like a better method in a few months, but I guess it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, just trying to prioritize RC as much as possible now. Oh yeah, I'm going for 200 RC. I guess I didn't mention that. Yeah, I decided to just send it. Yeah, like sailing is gonna come. I think they mentioned that they want to do it like the end of this year. It's probably gonna be 2025, honestly. I really hope they just take their time with it and actually release like a decent product instead of pulling like Seiya or Forestry. Yeah, I really hope they like just actually do it properly for once. And yeah, like just waiting to see like all these new updates that are coming, like the Seiya rework, like the agility stuff, sailing news, just following to see like how those updates are gonna turn out, and then like going from there. But yeah, I feel like RC is a really like future-proof skill in that I really don't see it getting easier or better faster, especially like for level 3 UIMs. I really can't see them adding like a new minigame or a method that's better than small teams Rifts. Yeah, it's probably gonna remain the meta for like forever, I assume. Like, I only can see them making like small changes, like for example, they're also changing mining. They want to make like different mining methods more appealable for the Reddit noobs. So volcanic mine is gonna get changed properly in the upcoming months. So it could be possible that level 3s can get a dragon pickaxe there. So that's like a small change that would impact our C rates a bit, but like it wouldn't be that significant. I don't think it would even be like an extra 1k XP an hour. I guess it would make the method more chill, but that's about it. And maybe like other stuff, maybe they make like law alter not required quests, because like in like pre-EOC that wasn't the case. Like level 3s could craft law runes. So like I don't know, something like that might happen. Maybe they change like cosmic and chaos runes to be 3x instead of 2x. That's another thing that could happen, which honestly would make sense, because like you get double fucking deaths and double loss, but not like triple cosmic chaos. Like I don't know, I don't really care either way. I don't really need the money, but yeah, something like that would like impact the GP per XP, but again, like not that big of a change, so I don't mind if that gets changed in the future. Yeah, so basically just working on RC now, and then in the downtime just do agility. I made a hardcore because like during the first couple of weeks of leagues, I was doing agility a lot. And I was just losing my mind because this is so fucking boring. So I made another account. Just like a baby hardcore. I don't even know what the goal was. I wanted to like do some easy completionist stuff on it, like collection logging and questing. Maybe do like some pure build. But yeah, I kind of got bored. It's been just like my Rift pre-start alt lately. Like that's the only thing that I'm using it for. Yeah, I don't know, like just skilling on that account while I'm skilling on this account was just so fucking boring. I don't know. So yeah, kind of burned from that account. Did some low-level Slayer, which is honestly like the worst, like absolute worst content in this game. Like if you don't have combat stats, doing like Vanaka Slayer with like base 40s, that's literally the worst fucking thing possible in this game. You get task like fucking 112 cave crawlers that you can't skip, and fucking wall beast. It's so bad. Actually, they are changing that too with the project's rebalance, which like that's actually a good change. Like obviously the Slayer meta is to like just rush combat first and then do Slayer, but like average players don't really know that, and they just wanna do Slayer right off the bat, which like Slayer is the most rated skill out there. Like it's the most fun skill, the only skill that doesn't feel like a skill, basically. So yeah, it just makes sense that they update that for the noobs. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, just that's actually a good update. But yeah, just been pre-starting games on the hardcore. I took a break from this account for like a week. I did a 100% playthrough of Cyberpunk and the expansion, Phantom Liberty. And I was just mining stars on the hardcore during that time. Got like 85 mining. 70 crafting. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's about that for the hardcore. Yeah, just working in Terminal RC, just waiting on like the future updates, and yeah, just getting I'm getting like 5k, I guess, is a good average. 75k RC an hour, and then some crafting and mining on top of that. At small teams, and something like 4.2 GP per XP. It's way less GP than doing like bloods or souls, but it's so much faster XP that it's actually like, it's definitely worth it. The only problem is that you're not making as much money from the skill. I've been tracking since 20 mil RC, so I have like 12 mil sample size at the moment. But yeah, there isn't really data out there that like, especially for level 3s, that's like accurate enough for like GP per hour estimates, so I'm kind of doing a trial right now. At 50 mil, I'll just open all my rift pools and sell all my runes and see like how much XP I get from 30 mil XP. That should be like accurate enough. But yeah, the problem is with rift that you're not getting that much money, so like maybe one build total from 200 mil at most. And since RC is like the only skill that makes you money, it's kind of a, I guess like it might be a problem, but there are so many methods for different skills that I'm not going to go into. It's not really a problem. It's definitely the meta to do rift, and then do like slower methods for the viables, or do like other money making methods like myth plays for smithing or something like that. But yeah, I should be good for money, so I'm just doing rift, and it's just way more fun than like AFKing bloods. I'd fucking say, yeah. Yeah, just working on RC and in the downtime running laps. I wanted to do granite, but the problem with that kind of is that like, to do that I need to get the tick manipulation stuff, so I need to get, like, this doesn't sound like a problem. If you have a bank, then obviously you just go there. But like, I need to do some prep before I can go there. So like, I have to get an axe. So the way it would work, I teleport to my POH, get some money from the money bag, teleport to Lumbridge, buy a steel axe, take the glory from POH because I don't have Chronicle with me, to Trainer Village, buy a Chronicle, teleport to Varrock, run to Fossil Island, chop a teak tree, teleport to Farming Guild, chop a mahogany tree for the log, then back to POH for a knife, then glory to Alcarid, run to Temperous Boats, and then buy water skins from there, and then run to Quarry. And like, all of that actually takes like several minutes, and like, it's just so annoying to do, like, because sometimes there might be like a 30-minute period where there aren't any Rift teams, so like, it's not really worth it to do like 3 minutes of prep just to do like 20 minutes of mining. And it's just so annoying to do. And like, when you do Rift, you have to drop the logs to save like inventory slots. So like, it's really not worth it. I might do like days where I just camp Quarry and not do RC at all, but that's kind of defeats the point of like focusing on RC, which I am trying to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the current stuff. I guess I can flick the bag here if you want to see what the bag is currently looking like. You can post a bit there. Just stacking up the herbs. Almost done farming all my toad flax seeds. Here's the seed box. 14k Hairlanders still. Farming those and the Thorstals after I'm done with toad flax seeds. But yeah, like, the plan is for farming and herb lore just to like finish, just like farm those like one stack at a time. and slowly like stack up herb XP. I guess we can move on to like the future stuff. I already talked about like sailing and the future updates. Yeah, Terminal RC. I'm really hoping the Prim update for agility is gonna be good. If it is like fun and faster than Arty, I'm probably doing Terminal agility. Either after RC or like in conjunction. Yeah, it's actually interesting to do like try to do Terminal RC because it's definitely it's a lot of hours. I think I have at this point like 2.2k hours left, so it's definitely more hours on a single skill than what I've done before. I think Thieving was like 1.2k total and done like 1,000 of agility. So yeah, RC is gonna be a longer grind. So yeah, kind of looking forward to that. I guess maxing was like a 4k hour grind, but it doesn't really count because it was like 15 different skills. This is just one skill in one go. No goals yet as of like how long it's gonna take. Definitely not this year. But I guess like kind of aiming for like summer of 2025. Just depends on like how much other stuff I'm gonna do and what the future updates might be. Like maybe Prim comes out and agility is like hella fun. Maybe I just do that instead a lot, and yeah, I don't know. Just moving forward. This spring is gonna be really busy for me, RL. I say that often, but like this time it's actually gonna be true. I don't think I've ever talked about the RL stuff, but I'm in uni, studying law in my second year now. It's definitely way harder the second year than the first year was. Definitely starting to feel the pressure, and yeah, obviously it's just gonna get harder from here on out. Got 3 years left after this one, so the hours should go down, especially during like spring. Yeah, I have a lot of exams coming up, but then at the same time, like I've been weirdly motivated to play the game. Like I don't think I've been this motivated to play the game since like doing like 99 Herb lore, which was like 3 years ago at this point. Yeah, I don't know where the motivation is coming from. But yeah, I'm just been enjoying like running Rift and like setting goals. And kind of like, even though my schedule is looking kind of busy, I'm trying to, I guess this kind of ties into like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I'm trying to like be more efficient with my time IRL and like optimize my hours overall, not just when it comes to like playing the game, but like just in general. Like for example, I have this really bad habit of like if I wake up and I have nothing where I need to be like that morning, I just like lay in bed for like an hour just on my phone, like napping. That's just literally like wasted time. It would be so much better to like just get up in like 10 minutes and fuck, even like play RS for like 50 minutes instead of just laying in bed. But yeah, it's not just RS, like just everything like I could use that 50 minutes to study and then have like an extra hour later on in the day, like just like a no-brainer. Like try to minimize useless like time in my day. Other thing is like when I'm eating, I usually just watch like Netflix or something in the background, and like eating should take like 20-30 minutes, but somehow it's always like an hour. I just end up like sitting watching another episode of whatever I'm watching, and again just like wasted time. Like I could be at least like playing RS for that 30 minutes or just doing something else. Like I don't know, just trying to optimize my time better and not be like just a fucking sloth. I don't know. Yeah, just trying to like try to like stick to timetables, like actually set up like smaller goals, and I don't know, just like stuff like that. That's mainly my New Year's resolution for myself. But yeah, like when it comes to RS, like I've never had that kind of motivation where I like actually try to like optimize my day just to get like squeeze in like 30 minutes of RS here and there. Like now I am weirdly motivated to do that. And yeah, it's not just to like benefit the RS games, but like just in general, just not like waste time. I guess that's the main like goal. I'll post another Ramble in summer and we'll see how that's going. But yeah, that's pretty much all the topics covered. We did the thieving things, we did the stuff in the interim, RC, hardcore, sailing. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Where are we at? 52 minutes. Guess it was almost an hour. Yeah, I guess just like to end with like cliff notes. Finished thieving, now working on RC, just waiting for future updates to get clarified. A chill day in the downtime. Maybe Terminal a chill day if Brimhaven is good. And yeah, I guess I can show like the XP here for every single skill. Go through these. Oh yeah, I guess for like XP goals for next year, I guess I should also mention those. Definitely 100 mil RC, that's like the bare minimum. It's only like 1,000 hours from here. That should be doable, even with like a busy schedule. Hoping for like, I mean, it just depends on like how much RC I do and like what the updates are and stuff like that. But yeah, at least like 100 mil RC. Definitely hitting 50 mil farming in the upcoming months. I'm trying to also finish all my Snapecrest seeds, which is still 12k left. Only doing those in Hosidius so that they don't die. So that's 6 per run, so another 2000 herb runs for those. So it's gonna take like pretty much the whole year, I guess. The only problem with Rift is that like you can do farm runs pretty easily doing Rift, but since I'm usually like pre-starting with an alt and like helping other people that way, I don't really like want to be inting. Like I don't want to ruin the flow for the team, be like, hey, I'm gonna be out for 5 minutes. I'll be back in the next game. So usually I just do like farmers between sessions. Maybe do like a farm run here and there if there's like someone else pre-starting and there's like several people that don't mind if I leave for like a game. But yeah, I should be still like averaging like at least 6-7 farm runs every day, which is still decent. When I was doing a chill day, I was doing like 11 to 12 runs a day. It's pretty easy with school because like I don't have that many lectures at all, and like not really any like obligations. It's mostly just studying, just reading books from home. So like since I'm pretty much always at home, I can kind of like schedule my day around herb runs. Meaning that I can, for example, study for like an hour or like 80 minutes, then do a herb run, study another 80 minutes, do a herb run. If I need to go get like groceries, I can do that in between the herb runs, like just little things like that. It's very easy to do like 10 plus runs a day when you're at home, like most of the time. And it kind of is nice for studying, so you get like these breaks every 80 minutes, so kind of like works out nicely. Kind of like gives you a chance to breathe for a bit before going back. But yeah, 60 mil mining. There's really any extra smithing, fishing, cooking, XP. Farm making's done. 28 mil woodcutting, 47 mil almost farming. Hitting 50 mil will be nice, but yeah, that'll just come passively. Doesn't even really feel like a skill. 60 mil agility, 15 mil herb lore. That's pretty much all from just like cleaning herbs. Thieving done. 18 mil crafting. I should get up to like 35 mil crafting from like 300 mil RC. 34 mil fletching. Hunter hasn't really changed. Neither has Con. And yeah, almost 32 mil RC. Yeah, that's pretty much all for this ramble. As I said, the next ramble probably in like during summer. Not sure when. But yeah, there's something else I wanted to mention, but I forgot what that was. Yeah, guess it's not meant to be. All right, yeah. If you made it this far, comment something funny, and yeah, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.